Hello everyone. Well, we have already derived section formula in the previous video. Today we will be taking up some important questions on the application of section formula. And yes, if you have missed the previous video, don't worry, link is shared in the description box. Click the link to have a thorough understanding of its derivation. In this video, we will discuss frequently asked questions in board exams. I am taking up question number 2 and 5 of exercise 7.2. Question 2 is find the coordinates of the points of trisection of the line segment joining 4, -1 and -2, -3.
This means there are 2 points A and B having coordinates 4, -1 and -2, -3, that is marked as point B. We need to find the coordinates of points of trisection. This word trisection means it is the way bisect means 2 equal parts, trisect means 3 equal parts. Okay, so here AP is equal to PQ and that is equal to QB. The procedure to do this question is, let's first of all mark the unknown coordinates as AB. Okay, let's take coordinates of P as AB, and for Q let the coordinates be CD. If we take AP is to PB, since all these are equal, it means AP is to PB. AP is to this whole PB is 1:2, because the parts over here are 3 which are equal. Now if we want to calculate the coordinates of P, let's find out the coordinates of P first of all. X coordinate for P, I have marked it as A, would be equal to, look at the ratio, AP. This one is 1 is 2, the remaining, this whole is 2, this whole is 2. Okay, 1:2. Now A coordinate will be equal to 1 will be multiplied by X coordinate of B, 2 would be multiplied by X coordinate of A. It becomes 1 in, so A will be 1 multiplied by -2 added to 2 multiplied by 4 upon sum of ratios. What is the sum of ratios? 1 plus 2. This is just formulas application. We know it is mx2 plus nx1 upon m plus n. This becomes 2 plus 8 upon 3, which is 6 by 3 equals to 2. So A is found. Let's find B also. B will be equal to, for B also, since B is which coordinate? It is y coordinate, and as it is y coordinate, we need to pick the y coordinates of points A and B. It would be 1 into -3, 1 multiplied by -3 added to 2 multiplied by -1 upon sum of ratios. Sum of ratios would come as such, which is 1 plus 2. This is -3 minus 2 upon 3 minus 5 by 3. So AB is 2 and -5 by 3. In the similar manner, you can now see, interesting thing, you can either find Q's coordinates by applying the same method. You would be taking AQ is to QB, then it would become 2:1. Okay, and procedure would remain as such. But another interesting way is, since we have found the value of P and this is the mid, PQ is to QB, we have just now written here PQ is to QB. So A plus -2, we have found the value, add X coordinate of P and B divided by 2, you will get X coordinate of Q, and same way add y coordinates of P and B divided by 2, you will get y coordinate of point Q. Let's see how do we do it. So I would be applying, we call it midpoint formula. The section formula also becomes midpoint formula when you know that there are 2 points x. This is point x1, this is x2. Its mid would be, how would you find the mid? How do you find mid of 2 and 3? It's 2 plus 3 by 2. Same is the concept here. x1 plus x2 upon 2. That would be x coordinate. Same way y coordinate is calculated. But let's do for point C. C will be, so coordinates of P are found. Coordinates of P are 2 minus 5 by 3 and B has coordinates minus 2 minus 3. I'm just picking up this. Okay, P is just now found, B is already given, Q is the midpoint of it, which is represented by C comma D. Coordinates of Q we have taken C comma D. And if we see Q, since it is the midpoint, so PQ is to QB would be 1 is to 1. This is direct link to midpoint formula. It is Q is the midpoint of it. Let's see how do we find the coordinates of C. C will be 2 added to this 2. Remember, x1 plus x2 divided by 2, which makes it 0 by 2 and hence it's 0. So C is 0. D we are looking for. D will be y1 plus y2 minus 5 by 3 added to this minus 3, and this sum would be divided by 2. This is minus 5 minus 9 by 3 upon 2, and it becomes minus 14 by 3, and denominators, this is 2 can written as 2 by 1 and it becomes denominator we know goes in numerator and it becomes 1 by 2. So minus 14 by 3, this division changes to multiplication and this is reciprocated. 2 by 1 became 1 by 2. I hope everybody knows this simple way. And when you simplify, this one is minus 7 by 3. So C is 0 and D is minus 7 by 3. Okay, you can follow any method. Either you go for 1 is to 2 method, and for Q it would become 2 is to 1 method, or you straight away calculate the coordinates of one point and then apply the midpoint formula to find the coordinates of another point.
Now the next question is, find the ratio in which the line segment joining A, which has coordinates 1 minus 5, and B having coordinates minus 4 5 is divided by the x-axis. Also find the coordinates of the point of division. So we need the ratio as well as the coordinates where the division has happened.
In this question, since the ratio is unknown, so we would take the ratio as k is to 1. It means AP is to PB is k is to 1. And as it is divided by x-axis, definitely y coordinate would be 0. So A and B are the endpoints of that line segment. Coordinates of A are 1 minus 5, B has coordinates minus 4 and 5, and it's divided by x-axis. So coordinates of that point of division would be x comma 0. Now on applying section formula, since the ratio is k is to 1, k would be multiplied by second set of coordinates, 1 would be multiplied by first set of coordinates. Let's begin. It's 4 into minus k. Minus 4 into k would be minus 4 times k, okay, minus 4k plus 1 upon sum of ratios, which is k plus 1. What representation? This is representation for x coordinate of this point of division. So this is representation for x. But since in this case, look at this situation, x is unknown, k is unknown, we should have at least one value. So let's find value of k from y coordinate. This 0 would be of great help to us today. So we know y coordinate, which is given as 0. So 0 would be equal to what? K into 5 will be 5 times k, plus 1 into minus 5 would be minus 5, added to sum of ratios, which is k plus 1. K plus 1 into 0 would be 0, and 0 equals to 5k minus 5. That implies 5 equals to 5k, or k becomes 1. K if is 1, ratio is, because the question demands ratio even, ratio is 1 is to 1. Alright, ratio is 1 is to 1. This clearly indicates P is the midpoint of AB. Now you can either calculate calculate x by applying midpoint formula, or another simple way is put the value of k. Minus 4, k is found. K is found 1, added to 1 upon 1 plus 1. So this becomes minus 3 by 2. So these were the two answers which were required, x and the ratio. I'm sure this is clear to everybody.